Hello, Nikitan, Shataf, and Shiv.
Hi.
Welcome to Ovulation.
Hello.
How are you guys doing?
Very well.
You're doing well. How about you?
Good, all good. So, I'll be playing a game round with you guys. It will be who knows Vikram Batra better.
Okay.
So, before starting with that, I would like to know about the characters that y'all are playing in the film.
Nick, why don't you?
So I'm playing Major Ajay Singh Jasrotia. He was the major in 13 Jackrif, and he was a senior officer of Captain Vikram Batra. I think a lot more has to be said about him, but I think it would be better if you watch it during the film. I don't want to give away too much as far as that is concerned, but yes, that's my character and his name.
Okay.
I'm playing now. He's a colonel. I'm playing Colonel. At the time he was a captain, Captain Sanjeev Singh Jamwal. He was fondly called Jimmy by a lot of his colleagues and peers. He's a colonel now, and I've had the privilege to be able to meet him and sort of get a download from him about the actual what he went through during that time, and his relationship with Captain Vikram Batra. And both him and Captain Vikram Batra were very thick. They were good friends. They actually were. They're both from a very similar. They're both from Palampur,
Okay.
which is where Captain Vikram Batra was laid to rest. So they're from neighboring. They're from a kind of same neighborhood, and they have great anecdotes together, and they have a great thick friendship together. So it was wonderful to be able to meet him, because I got some real insight into who Captain Vikram Batra was and who the character I'm playing is Captain Sanjeev Singh Jamwal.
Wow. What about Shataf?
Yeah. I had the good fortune of portraying the legendary commanding officer then and Lieutenant General of the Northern Army right now, Y.K. Joshi sir, who's also called Joe sir. So yeah, I had great opportunity to meet him, have a cup of tea with him, listen to some amazing stories, and relive moments from the war. With that came a lot of responsibility, because when you portray characters who are such larger than life and legends, you have to be very, very careful. Yeah, so that's the one that I'm portraying, and I'm just so fortunate that I could do that.
All of you got to meet the real people while preparing for the roles, right?
Yes.
How else did you prepare for the role?
Well, I don't think all of us got to meet the people we are portraying on screen, because some of them were martyred during the war. Like in Nikitan's case, Major Jasrotia is no longer with us. But apart from meeting our real life inspirations for the part, there was a camp which is organized by the production house Dharma Productions, which is about a 1.5 month camp, which had physical training, weapons training.
Wow.
It had it had a lot of anecdotes. We had people coming in and being like guests, telling us about what all kind of what they had to face during the war. Like Colonel Jamwal actually came during this camp and spent a day with the boys, telling us about what the actual warlike situation was, and about Vikram Batra. And I got to meet him after in the evening as well, in his hotel, and I got to spend time with him. So this was one aspect. I don't know what the others want to contribute.
Nick,
I think more than anything else, for all of us, it was just about understanding what our director wanted, because his level of preparation was far greater than ours. And we all basically, I think, to put it most simplistically, came as empty cups. We all kept our cups empty when we came to Vishnu, and we allowed him to fill it with his vision, and we tried our level best to get that on screen. So he had a vision for the characters, that so and so character would be like this character would be like this, because he actually spent time, months upon months, researching the whole troop, kaun kaisa tha, who had what kind of nature, who was a little more brash, who was a little more calm, who was what. So we all played our characters as per his guidance, And yeah, so we all just came with a very empty and blank mind, and we were just ready to portray our characters as our director felt best. I feel so. I don't know how what the others have to say, but that's what I genuinely feel, and that's what I genuinely thought about us all.
No, but I think that's exactly what Nick mentioned. That's the point. So for me, the preparation, I was unfortunately not so fortunate like these boys, these gentlemen who got to attend the army camp, the military training, the physical training. I missed it. I wish I could have, because these guys were involved in too much of action, but I missed that part. But for me, it was more about getting yourself mentally prepared for it, because the conditions that we were shooting in were not very easy conditions, shooting up at 12,000, 13,000 feet, where you run out of breath when you're trying to deliver your dialogues. So, keep making sure that you followed a discipline every day to make sure that when you got there, through the difficult terrains and stuff like that, you could still come up with an amazing performance. Of course, when I got to know that I was being given the opportunity to portray Joshi sir's character, I did go back and do a little bit of reading, understanding the mindsets of people who are out there fighting the battle and protecting us. So it was more of, for me, it was more of an internal, preparation, as opposed to the physical preparation that Nick and Shiv had to go through. But yeah, we just did it, and we, as Nick said, we came in as empty cups and waiting to be filled by our very talented director Vishnu and some amazing co-actors. So yeah, you just come empty and you take it out. You just fill your cup, and rest is up to the universe and to the decisions and vision of your director.
That's what my next question was. How is Vishnuvardhan sir as a director? How is it working with him?
Visionary.
Yeah, he's
visionary. And Nick, as Nick mentioned, he's a very kind human being. It's important.
I think, I don't know about the two of them, how their experience has been, but over the past few years, especially in bigger films, casting directors have taken over in a big way. So what happens is you meet the casting director, or they decide if you're doing the film or not, and then most of the times you land up straight for the shoot. So your interaction with your director is very minimal till the day you start. But in all our cases, as far as Shershaah was concerned, after our initial bout with the casting director, when we were on the stage of finalization, Vishnu met each one of us personally. He had a certain vision in mind. He didn't take us only on how our look test went, because according to me, look test is the worst, an actor at his worst, because the environment is not conducive, the lighting is not good, everything is not up to the mark. But when you meet someone in person, sometimes the energy and sometimes the personality in real life, when you meet man to man, your perception changes. And I think that's what Vishnu was looking for when he met each one of us. Like how he insisted upon meeting Shataf also, because he didn't know Shataf. He insisted upon meeting me. So I think these small things really, show the kind of fabric the person is made of. And also along the way, he tackled us with so much kindness, and he dealt with each one of us with so much compassion that I think all of us love him. Like we unanimously just have a lot of love and a lot of respect for him more than anything else.
Absolutely, yeah, tons of respect. And as Nick said, he made it a point to meet every one of us. So once our casting director, that trip was over, I sent him my audition tapes and everything went all right. He said, no, I want to meet you. And we were not able to meet because I was shooting for a film in Hyderabad. And it was just not happening because he was in town, not in town, and we were missing each other. So we had only one point in meet, and I said, okay, I'm coming tomorrow morning. And he said, but I'm leaving tomorrow afternoon. So my flight was landing at about 11 and he was taking off at about 1:30. So he said, no, I have to meet you and I have to close on this. So finally my flight landed, went in, there's a hotel nearby. We had a cup of coffee. He looked at me, he spoke to me for about half an hour, and he says, yes, you're on for it. So, it's really phenomenal that how he's just taken control of this wonderful, space, and how he made sure that he got everything to a T. It was just phenomenal. I mean, and from the time from the time that I met him till now, he's just been an amazing person. There's so much that I've learned from him. Even while shooting, while dubbing. Yeah, just phenomenal, man. It's just amazing. Great guy. Would die to work with him again.
Wow. Anything that you have to say, Shiv?
Yeah, I mean, I am genuinely, like, I think I'm so fond of Vishnu sir as a human being and as a director that I can go on and on about him. In fact, I did hear our casting director get mentioned, so I'd like to give a shout out to Jogi Malang. He is the casting director of the film, and I think he definitely deserves a lot of applause as well for putting.
Absolutely, I think he was awesome. He was really nice and really encouraging.
So he sort of put everyone together, and he sort of was the first step in us meeting Vishnu. And really grateful to Jogi Bhai that that he's put this film together and this motley crew of people together. Vishnu sir, one thing which struck me about him is that he's very precise and very clear. Usually what happens is when you go on a shoot, a director gets greedy. Let's take this shot. Let's take that shot. I might use this. I might use that. In such a difficult terrain and with such a difficult subject to encounter, with such a big budget film with bombs, explosions, and all things going on, you need a director who knows precisely what he wants. And Vishnu used to keep telling me that through the film that, Shiv, I already have the edit in my mind. I already know I'm shooting according to my edit. I know I'm not shooting extra. I'm shooting exactly according to my edit. So when you have a director like that, usually you are wrapping up the film on time. You are finishing your schedules on time. You're not spilling over. Your actors have very clear instructions as to what they want, what the director wants of them. And like Nikitan said, we tried our level best to give, to live Vishnu sir's vision. And I'll give an arm and a leg to work with him again. He's a terrific director, and I think you're going to see many, many more Vishnu Vardhan movies in Hindi. This is his debut Hindi film.
We hope so.
Yeah, this is his debut Hindi film. So I'm for a fact, I know you're going to see many more Vishnu Vardhan films in Hindi.
So yesterday I was talking to Kiara. She said the same thing, that he has the most energy. He was the most energetic on set. And also it did not feel like we were performing, under his guidance. So that was great.
He led by example. He was a captain, and he is a captain who leads by example. Like, that he knows what he's talking about. That he knows what he's saying. He's saying it for a particular reason. That, listen, I want you to do this. And I think while we all love him, I can tell you that the common emotion for him through the entire set, not even us, but the crew and his ADs who work for him, is that we all respect him a lot. We really respect him and we look up to him because, when you have someone who leads from the front, you need to command respect. And I think he does that in his actors and his crew.
Okay, so the next question is, how was it working with Siddharth? Also, if you all had any scenes with Kiara.
Yeah, I think I had a few scenes with Kiara. Kiara is a terrific actress. I was in fact mentioning this in an earlier interview that there was this one scene, where Kiara specifically has to be emotional, but the people around her, she performed that scene so well that not only her, but, the people around her were feeling that real emotional vibe, through that scene, which was so, which just goes to show that how power-packed her performance was in that scene, so that not only her, but people around her who were not meant to feel emotional started feeling emotional, So that was great. And I think Sid really enjoyed working with me. I can not only him, I think everybody had a great time working with each other. I think Sid's just a terrific guy all around. While we are crediting everybody on this film, I think Sid is very instrumental for making Shershaah happen. He's been with the film for 5 years. He's a key ingredient as to why the film has happened. He has pushed for the film to happen. He got Dharma Productions, Kash Entertainment, everybody sort of together. And I really hope and pray that this film turns out to be a big success for him. And not only that, I hope the film does very well for everybody involved, because I know how much hard work has gone into it. So yeah, so it's just a positive feeling all around, and I wish him and the film all the very best.
I think Shiv has summed it all up, in terms of working with Sid. Absolutely, he's given it his all, and we just hope that the seeds that he has sown shall reap him the best rewards, because he's really, really given it all.
That's great. So let's move to the fun game round.
Oh yes.
So
Let's go.
whoever knows the answer can just answer it, and
Okay.
I'll keep a note of the points.
Okay.
So the first one is birth date and place of Captain Vikram Batra.
Well, he was from Malang. I don't know. Oh, you're saying where he was born?
Born, birth date and place. Date and place.
That you would know, Shiv.
I would know. I don't know. Was he born in Palampur by any chance?
Palampur, yeah, he was Palampur.
No. What do you mean he was Palampur? I'm just asking.
He was from Palampur.
I don't. Well, he was 24 years old when he got martyred.
Yeah.
So that would mean 1975,
Math.
74,
Not just the
75.
year, date as well.
Oh, date as well.
Yeah.
September, na? So we were supposed to do something September.
No, wait. His birthday is in
September.
July. Hold on. His birthday is in July. It's on July.
That is Kargil Divas.
No. His birthday is on the 9th of July or something like that. Or 10th.
I think 9 September or something like that.
Okay. So the point gets divided between Shiv and Nikitan. Half points. You said the place right, which is Palampur, Kangra district, and
I said Palampur.
yes.
Yeah.
So you get
No,
half
you
point.
said Malang, I said Palampur. Well, anyhow, yeah, okay.
And then
So
the
we'll
other
divide it
half.
half.
And the other half. And what was the birthday?
9th September 1974.
Oh God, I got the month
September,
wrong.
you got
I got
the
the
month
month
right.
wrong.
So the second question is, what did the family nickname the twin brothers?
I read this. Come on.
The Batra twins.
No,
No, it was a different name. Come on. I'm sorry, I don't know this one.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
I'm lost.
I'll answer it.
Ah.
Love and Kush.
Love. Oh yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Sorry. Yeah.
I read this long back.
next one.
Next one. Where did he get his primary education from?
Palampur.
No, I mean the school name
I've
or
everything Palampur. No, his schooling, I think in Chandigarh, and he was in Punjab University.
no, that was college.
That was college. So you also
Primary, 1st to 4th standard,
Oh,
primary school.
And this is turning out more difficult than it sounded, yeah?
yeah.
But you do know
I think
that
this is the only
I hope
one
you know
question
that
that
we
is
join his
difficult.
life when he joins the army, right? We join Vikram Batra's life when he joins the army, so we don't know much about what's happened now.
Okay, I'll answer this one. We'll move to the
Yeah.
next question. His mother, who's a teacher.
Huh.
So yeah, he got his primary school from his mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So where did Vikram and Dimple meet?
Chandigarh, Punjab University.
Correct. I'll give you that 1 point.
Ah,
So the next question is name of the book that his father wrote. A tribute to him. The name of that book.
I think it's Roaring. It's
It's very easy. It's very easy.
Shesha.
Yeah, that word is there in the book.
Codename
But it
Shersha.
starts with no. I'll answer it. Paramveer Vikram Batra,
Oh,
the Shersha of Kargil. His favorite movies?
Hindi movies. He used to love Bollywood films.
So in
Which
one of
one's
the
there?
interviews by his brother has mentioned the name of the movies.
Sorry, we don't know.
No,
Joji.
pass.
Jo
Jo
Jeeta
Jeeta
Wali
Wali
Sikandar
Okay.
and Top Gun in
Oh,
Hollywood.
nice.
He joined IMA in whose battalion?
Um,
Whose battalion, matlab?
He joined IMA in whose battalion, in whose regiment?
यार ये सब questions तुम्हें सिड से पूछने चाहिए थे.
Yeah, these are actually for Sid, not for us.
These are actually what Sid. You should ask us about our characters. We'd be able to tell you that, I think.
No, but in whose battalion? Sorry, maybe this, but this is a
Manik,
great
Manik
learning.
Manekshaw battalion.
Manekshaw
Manekshaw battalion.
Oh, Manekshaw.
Okay, how old is Vikram Batra to his twin brother?
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
14 minutes.
14 minutes, okay.
Yeah. So, could you guys give us the start and end date of Kargil War?
Kargil war started sometime in March of 1999, and the Kargil Vijay Divas is basically regarded as
July.
the victory, 26th of July.
Correct.
So I think I've clearly won hands down, even though I've not won
Yeah.
too many questions. I think I am the winner in this quiz. Am I or not?
You
Yes,
are.
you are.
Start date is the
Unanimously.
yes, you are. Clearly. One last question I would like to ask: were there any interesting incidents on set that you would like to share while shooting?
Shiv.
Oh, there's so many. There are too many.
Incidents, they were well,
We never used to wear makeup. We used to use the dust and the sand and you know the debris and just apply it on our face. That was so cool.
yeah, you know, that was one thing I remember, which happens in any film, you know, when the director is being authentic, is that when you're shooting in such altitudes and, you know, you're shooting in dust and, you know, explosions going on. So literally, like, you have a shower first thing in the morning, and then you come to set freshly bathed, and the next thing is, say, sir, ye lijiye matti, and then they throw matti all over you, and then they make you wear, you know, the uniform, which is like that. So that was pretty interesting, because literally we used to wake up in the morning by around 3:34, be out of the hotel by 4:30, reach location by 5:36, and start rolling by 6:30, you know, and then shoot the entire day till the evening. So it was a pretty grueling kind of a schedule, but I think we all came out enjoying every bit of it. I think that's all I can say to that.
That's great. Okay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All the best
Thank
for
you.
the film. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you.